Hey guys, Marsinged here, bringing another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video, and so we are going to take a look at the TEQ Super Saiyan 3 Angel Goku free-to-play unit that got his EZA on Global and JP today as part of the start of the Golden Week celebration. I was really excited to see the news that this guy was getting an EZA, because I think he was like the first rainbow unit I ever had, because he's like one of the first free-to-play like TURs you can farm up. I can't even remember if he had his awakening. Was I playing the game? Yeah, he got his awakening when the TEQ Super Saiyan 3 Angel Goku came out. So it was quite interesting. You could also do the crazy long farm for him for the super attack, which I did for the TEQ Super Saiyan 3 Angel Goku Dokkan Fest back in the day. Did not do it this time for the AGL one, but yeah, we're going to take a look at him here. So his leader skill is Kamehameha category 77%, which is the standard for free-to-play EZAs. Pretty decent choice for the leader skill though, Kamehameha, pretty good. Useful for some people, I'm sure, for things like Battlefield and stuff like that, right? Then his super attack is greatly raise attack and defense for 1 turn. Supreme damage, high chance to stun. Then his passive attack and defense 130, high chance of an additional 180% attack. Then he gets an additional attack and defense 130% when performing a super. He has a medium chance to dodge, and if HP is 60% or more at the start of the turn, he gets an additional 30% chance to dodge. So basically he has, as long as you're at 60% HP or more at the start of the turn, he has a 60% chance to dodge, which is pretty good. Key 3, and attacks effective against all types when there's another Kamehameha or Majin Buu Saga ally attacking in the same turn. So we're running him on the new Goku lead, which is one of his 200% leaders. Unfortunately, he does kind of suffer. It's funny that it's Super Saiyan 3s again, because he suffers from the same problem that, like, you know, the AGL Super Saiyan Goku and the Dragon Fist Goku had coming out in the same celebration as the STR Dragon Fist Goku, where realistically this is one of his best teams to be run on, but he shares the same name as the leader. And unfortunately, the leader is the AGL Goku, wants to be a slot 1 unit. So, I mean, for a showcase setting, it makes it awkward, because this guy, not really a slot 1 unit. And when we're running this Goku team, we want the 2 Angel Gokus in slot 1. So, realistically, outside of a showcase, if you're using this guy, you're probably floating him in slot 3, right? So, 7.1 mil attack stat for the first turn is pretty decent. He's got effective against all types because we have a Majin Buu Saga ally as well. I mean, yeah, 60% chance to dodge and then dropping a 7 million attack stat. Like, that's pretty good for a free-to-play unit. My Gotenks, I got 2 copies of Gotenks during my summons for Goku. He's only just been awakened, so he is 69%, but he is full level 1 links. And then the friend Goku here has 2 dupes. I saw someone comment on the 55% showcase video saying that Goku's attack stat is way too low for a new Dokkan Fest exclusive, but not only was it the 55% level 1 link showcase, but he's very similar to the Blue Boys from the Worldwide Celebration, in that if you put him in slot 1, he doesn't get the extra attack, right? He's getting extra defense and then guard. Whereas if you put him in slot 2 or 3, he's getting much more attack and he does an extra super. So even with 1 dupe, he's doing multiple supers that are getting to like 6 or 7 million attack stats without being fully link leveled. So I do think he is perfectly fine as he is, at least in terms of my experience so far. Like, attack stat wise, you're putting him in slot 1 in those early turns because he is an almost invincible tank. It doesn't really matter that he's not doing crazy attack stats, right? And he has built-in crit chance, so even though his attack stat might be a little bit low, he's regularly critting, so he's doing relatively decent damage. But, as I said in that 55% showcase as well, a lot of these Super Saiyan 3 links, because it's kind of the same with STR Dragon Fist Goku, a lot of the links that he has give a lot of extra attack when they get to level 10. So even at 55%, and even in slot 1, Goku's attack stats are going to be higher, like, once you've actually got him link leveled, right? So all in all, so far, definitely happy with Goku. I mean, you can see here, 7.2 is his first attack of the turn with no support on the rotation, being in slot 3. And this is my one, that is 1 dupe and basically full level 1 links. I think he's got a couple at level 2, because I've run a couple of the stages now before this Extreme Z area dropped. So not too bad. But yeah, this Goku, ideally we want to be running him with some of the other Super Saiyan 3s. Although, I guess the thing is, with him having the 60% chance to dodge as long as you start the turn with the right HP, it's not really in easier events, you could take the risk, I guess, right? Because his start of turn defense is only 100k, which means even in a lot of events, even the current events we still have on global before we even start thinking about the anniversary content, he's not going to be tanking normals, right? But as long as he gets the dodge in slot 1, he's going to be pretty good. So in terms of his overall actual usefulness for like most people, I think you could say, yeah, see, look at that. This is what I'm talking about with the Super Saiyan 3 links, 9 million attack stat. So, I mean, you could use him on this Goku team as a free-to-play, like, floating option. Because, you know, you're going to have the AGL Angel Goku in slot 1. He wants a Majin Buu Saga ally as part of his kit anyway, right? And so I would say you could probably just go, like, full dodge in his hidden potential. Have him in slot 3. And, like, I'll take a free-to-play unit dropping a 9 million attack stat and then basically dodging all attacks that come their way, right? Now, the downside is going to be when he doesn't dodge. Because he gets the 130% on Super, so that 100k becomes, like, 230. Then he also gets the 50% raise on Super. So he's going up to about 350, maybe more. Obviously, with support, it would be more as well. Which is definitely workable. It just becomes a problem with these harder events where, like, that level of defense means that if he doesn't dodge, then he's not even tanking all normal attacks, like, on global, right, for double digits. Which, tanking for double digits isn't necessarily the be-all and end-all, but we don't want units taking, like, you know, 100k from normals. But 60% chance to dodge is pretty decent. If you start the turn below the 60% HP threshold, though, that's where it could become a little bit more awkward, because then he's only got a 30% chance, which is not something you really want to have to rely on. So yeah, I think going dodge in the hidden potential is probably not the worst idea. I haven't given mine any skill orbs yet. I wanted to try him out, like, with his EZA first, and then kind of decide, like, if I did want to give him skill orbs and what potential team build I would use them on. Because, I mean, the thing is, the awkwardness of his interaction with the leader, because they have the same name, is probably a main reason why I don't think I would run this guy, like, that much, personally. Although we can make an interesting... We can do this. Let's see if we're getting supered here. Yeah, we're getting supered in slot 1, but it's like the 4th attack. So we can do this. Because, yeah, this guy does raise his attack, doesn't he, on Super. So let's see how much we're actually doing, or how much we're taking. He's got no links active, so I probably don't want to waste doing his active skill. But, yeah, all these links active, 130k defense start of turn. So I guess the interesting thing as well is he has this high chance of getting the 180% attack. I'm going to assume that we got that both times with the 7 and then the 9 million attack stat, because the 9 million, the only difference was all the extra links active. So I guess we'll see if it's significantly less on this one. Then obviously we did have it active both times. If it's significantly higher, then obviously that would be really good. Like, if he was hitting 7 to 9 mil without getting that extra buff, that would actually be really, really good. But I'm not too sure what sort of numbers he's going to be doing if we're not getting that buff. Yeah, so we're at 9 million again. So pretty consistent. And then, yeah, see, that's the problem. 135k from a normal, and this is from this freezer. Like, he hits harder after supering, but he doesn't hit as hard as, like, you know, any of the bosses that we would consider to be the toughest bosses at the moment, right? So, yeah, that's not good. Also, this guy doesn't have guard in slot 3, so I know post-supering, Goku can get up to like 1 million defense, but... Or we could just dodge that, I guess. Yeah, he does still take double digits. So, yeah, I mean, just from what we have seen, I don't think he's terrible. Like, you got to always remember when it comes to free-to-play units, you kind of have to temper your expectations at least a little bit. But there's definitely worse options, especially for free-to-play. Like, free-to-play units, I feel like over the last, like, even year, have been fairly hit or miss. Some of them, especially like the World Tournament EZAs that we would consider free-to-play cards, some of them have been absolutely terrible. I would say that this guy is definitely better than almost all of the World Tournament EZAs that we've had so far on Global. But yeah, I think when it comes down to When it comes down to his actual performance in terms of going into real events and stuff like that, it is pretty much just going to be a case of you're relying on the dodge in order for him to not die to some of these tougher bosses, which is a bit of a shame. I mean, 60% is a decent amount, right? It's basically God Goku if you picked up the orbs. Well, only the 3 orbs he needs for the dodge, but how many times does God Goku, like, not dodge in those situations where you really needed him to dodge? So I think the biggest problem for him is sharing the same name as the leader. Now, he's on other teams like Bardock, Yamcha. There's a lot of teams that, like, a lot of just Gokus are on and get a 200% leader skill from. But some of those units are getting a bit outdated, and a lot of them are units that he doesn't link up very well with. Like, for example, the AGL Carnival LR Goku leads Turtle School for 200%. So you can basically just have a full team of Gokus if you really wanted to. Which means you could run these other Super Saiyan 3 Gokus for him to have as a link partner. But he doesn't link very well with, like, the Carnival Goku. I guess we could have done that and have a build where you just have, like, Carnival Goku slot 1, this guy slot 2, and then just float a bunch of different Super Saiyan 3 Gokus to get his links active, I guess. But yeah, let me know what you guys think down below of the free-to-play TEQ Angel Goku. So mine had the, 6 additional 20 crit build. Yeah, because back in the day, like, that was all he did, right? It was before we really even started giving dodge. Like, I started giving 3 dodge to all my characters fairly early on. I remember seeing, I think D3 mentioned it at one point. It was way before I even knew who Truth was. I was on that 3 dodge agenda. But this guy, he didn't really do anything except hit hard. I think his passive previously was, like, high chance of attack 180%. And that was it. That was literally his whole passive. So, based on what he does now, I would say, because he can get effective against all types when there's an ally in the turn that you're almost certainly going to be running him with basically all the time. He doesn't really need a lot of crit. So I would say you probably just want to go full dodge and then put the rest into additional, because obviously any additional supers, he's greatly raising his defense again. So that means I'm going to have to farm a bunch of extra copies of him in order to redo his hidden potential, but it is what it is, I guess. Because I can give him dodge with some skill orbs if I really wanted to, but I probably won't use premium skill orbs on this guy. His sticker effect looks pretty cool, though. I've always kind of liked his card art, but yeah, let me know what you guys think down below of the free-to-play TEQ Super Saiyan 3 Angel Goku. Do you think he got a good EZA for a free-to-play character? Do you think he's trash? Will he just sit in your box and never get used? Let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Masked Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below for the Discord and the merch store, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.